Well, yes. They volunteered.
Volunteers? They didn't agree to be killed.
They live on, Miss Illusion. They all do. Their skills, their talents, their achievements. Yet now, they can do so much more. Much like parents passing along their experiences to their children.
Are you serious? Have you ever... Do you even know what it means to have children, Iwe?
Pardon me? What do you mean?
I will do everything in my power to... expose what you've done here. What? Who owns it? Say another word, and I swear I will shoot you.
Scanning target error. Insufficient Typhon material found. Standing down.
Good evening, Talos. This is a reminder that the identity of guests visiting Talos is strictly confidential.
Don't. I'm only a shallow copy of you, and I know better than to abandon Talos 1. If you leave now, you're only delaying the inevitable. Where do you think the Typhon will go next?
Morgan, I don't understand how you got the launch key to that escape pod. Of all the ways the test could have changed you, this was the last one I expected. You're just quitting. We failed. This isn't the one.
Start over.
Maybe I can help. Morgan. Don't. I'm only a shallow copy of you, and I know better than to abandon Talos 1. If you leave now, you're only delaying the inevitable. Where do you think the Typhon will go next?
Microgravity detected.
Has been a launch from the Argus platform. Board of Directors has caught wind of the situation here. I suppose it was inevitable despite my efforts. That's why it's important we act quickly, decisively. fight to take this out of our hands, Morgan.
Gravity detected.
board of directors has caught wind of the situation. Seems there was inevitable this by my efforts. That's why it's important we act quickly, decisively. They'll try to take this out of our hands, Morgan.
More specimens required.
Fascinating. It's holding the psyche of all their victims. Your hunch was on the right track. It's a kind of neural structure. Synaptic-like activity up and down the length of it, like it's communicating. Just one more to go. I knew you could handle this. Our father warned me not to stake so much of the company's future on your ideas. I was right to ignore him. We're a good team, Morgan.
You better do something. The reconstruction is destabilizing.
They're lying to you.
Hurry.
Search complete.
Excellent work. All that's left is integrating the data after you upload it. Hard to tell from just a scan summary, but... Wait. What is... There's some kind of neural tripwire built into the coral. Christ. Morgan, get back to my office. We have to get your data uploaded now. Hurry. Use my terminal to upload the data. I'll get it integrated into the fabrication plan for the new null wave device as fast as possible. And be careful. The Typhon will begin to sense our intent to harm the coral. They're gonna come after you. I left something for you on my desk that should help. transfers halted. Something or someone. Shit.
This is Commander Walter Dahl. The TranStar Board of Directors has authorized me to take full command of Talos 1, effective immediately. All employees must now
Good evening, Talos.
One last thing. Alex and Morgan Yu have been relieved of their positions. Do not consent to their requests or assist them in any way. Dahl out.
Warning, suit integrity damaged.
That statue was worth a lot of money, Morgan. I'm gonna be charitable. Well, in his shoes, tight, and didn't just break it out of spite.
Morgan, January was right. It was not you. I keep hearing your voice and my father's voice. It was not you. I know. You saved me because you wanted to. That is not the same person on that recording. Something's changed. I need to see that. I'm better now. I'll do what I can to get us off the station alive, but that log is coming with me. If you truly want forgiveness, you'll help me get it to where it belongs. No matter what that means for you and TranStar.
Well locked. It's Dahl. He already has his hooks into every major system aboard Talos 1. I have to admit, I'm disappointed with our parents. And usually they had to contingency in place, but a small foolish part of me believed they wouldn't use him against their own flesh and blood. Regardless, we're not getting this coral data through until we do something about it. I don't like it, but you're gonna have to get into his command shuttle. See if you can locate his access point and cut him off.
Morgan, Dahl will know you're coming. All TranStar personnel are outfitted with tracking bracelets. I have no doubt his operators are already on their way to rescue you. Those bracelets are issued and removed in deep storage. Worth investigating if you want to fly under the radar.
Vital signs critical. Please stand clear of outbreak.
the announcement. No, I will not give you up. You are there for me, I am here for you. If you'd indulge me, I have a proposal that could get us off Talos 1 without any more bloodshed. Just don't harm Dahl until we've had a chance to speak in person.
Intended to harm any. And there's no intention of rescuing anything except the secret of Order Station. Through all liability. I'm ready now. Dahl, I'm sure you can do this. I don't know what's like. Your death on this one. Call off your operators. Or at least help us hold back the Typhon. We're on the verge of...
Your brother, he likes a microphone. A spotlight. He can't resist. Even though he's hiding. And you are running around like a nervous rat. I hear you. Chewing the wires and shitting in the walls. Are you trying to fix the mess you've made? Or just get away? I pride myself in being prepared for the worst. But this is truly a masterpiece. You should be proud. Clever lab rat. Now I can't see you. Your brother won't be so lucky. I'm closing in on him.
Dr. Yu? Morgan? Oh, man. I've just been...
Please contact a qualified engineer.
so lucky. I'm closing in on him.
Suit integrity damaged.
Dr. Yu? Morgan? Oh man, thank God. I've just been going down the contact list. Oh, somebody. Answer.
Clever lab rat. Now I can't see you. Your brother won't be so lucky. I'm closing in on him.
Perimeter secure.
Dr. Yu? Morgan? Oh man, thank God. I've just been going down the contact list hoping somebody would answer. I'm in Trauma Center. I came up here to look for supplies. I think I broke my arm when that blackout happened. Now I'm trapped. Aliens outside the door. I could really use some help, man.
To assist Talos 1 crew in evacuation procedures. Notify. Light habitat.
Warning.
Clever lab rat. Now I can't see you. Your brother won't be so lucky. I'm closing in on him.
You? Morgan? Oh man, thank God. I've just been going down the contact list hoping somebody would answer. I'm in trauma center. I came up here to look for supplies. I think I broke my arm when that blackout happened. Now I'm trapped. Aliens outside the door. I could really use them.
Good evening, Talos. We'd like to remind you that company policy requires you to log any voluntary extension of your work hours with the station counselor. We know the projects aboard Talos 1 are exciting, but even the brightest minds need adequate rest.
Hi, Morgan.
Morgan, I was worried Darlow, his rescue team, had intercepted you.
They are NCN-9 black box operators, not a rescue team. Rescue is not among their list of commands.
January, not now.
Yes, of course. But Dal, his arrival may help us, as long as you have not killed him. You see, Dal, he's a recipient of several neuromods, a standard array of combat, tactics, interrogation mods. As I'm sure you know, your father, the board, is very thorough.
Dr. Igwe, please present your conclusion to Morgan.
Igwe, if there is a point.
Well, yes. You see, Dal's mods are early C-series betas and vulnerable. As such, he has old-school thinking on some matters. If we remove them, he may forget his mission here, yet we would still have access to the shuttle and a way home, provided his piloting knowledge remains intact. It's a risk, but worth taking, I think. He'll have to be subdued, of course. I'm afraid that task falls to you.
There is no one else alive on the station who can pilot the shuttle.
It's worth a try. And there's been enough killing.
I've
You've been
always
trapped in
felt
the
that
simulation for
consciousness
3
is
weeks.
more like
Normally, the
music
tests
than
are only a few
competition.
days long.
Scanning target error. Insufficient time and material.
Weapons hot.
Welcome. Maybe I can help you.
Morgan?
Visual contact. Engaging.
Hello. Again, Dr. Yu.
Vital signs critical. Suit integrity damaged.
Welcome. Maybe I can help you. Sure, that was my fault. Diagnosing. Condition is not suitable for diagnosis. Diagnosing.
-C.
Sorry, I cannot diagnose you presently.
Package deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
That was my fault.
Good evening, Talos. A word from our security chief, Ms. Alazar. To protect your co-workers' privacy, security terminals are reserved for authorized uses only. If you're not wearing a blue uniform, you're probably not authorized.
Hello, good to see you.
Suit integrity damaged.
Hello, good to see you again.
Vital signs critical.
System alert. Repairs needed.
System alert. Qualified engine. Repair.
Suit integrity damaged.
Hello, nice to see you.
Requesting new operator. And Please stay clear of the aperture.
Diagnosing. Please fill out a patient experience questionnaire so I can serve you better next time.
Requesting new operator. Thank you.
There you are.
Morgan, I was worried Darlow, his rescue team, had intercepted you.
They are NCN-9 black box operators, not a rescue team. Rescue is not among their list of commands.
January, not now.
Yes, of course. But Darlow, his arrival may help us, as long as you have not killed him. You see, he's a recipient of several neuromods, a standard array of combat, tactics, interrogation mods. As I'm sure you know, your father, the board, is very thorough.
Dr. Igwe, please present your conclusion to Morgan.
Igwe, if there is a point.
Well, yes. You see, Dahl's mods are early C-series betas and vulnerable. As such, he has old-school thinking on some matters. If we remove them, he may forget his mission here, yet we would still have access to the shuttle and a way home, provided his piloting knowledge remains intact. It's a risk, but worth taking, I think. He'll have to be subdued, of course. I'm afraid that task falls to you.
There is no one else alive on the station who can pilot the shuttle.
It's worth a try. And there's been enough killing.
Scanning target error. Insufficient type and material found. Standing down.
Morgan, I've been thinking about what you've done, what you're doing. We all must act according to our nature, no matter what the psychologists and priests say. And your nature, I think I was right before. You are like a rat, resourceful, sly, burdened with a kind of pestilence of the mind. This station was your laboratory, and the experiment was a failure. And, of course, sadly, you know what happens to the rats when they are no longer needed.
Requesting new operator. N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Don't hide. I'm programmed to go page it.
Operator deployment resuming.
Mr. Yu, this is Eddie Voss. I work down in cargo. The fact is, we've been stealing from you, sir. It started small, just moving harmless contraband on and off the station. Pharmas, food not on the safe list. I don't know, maybe you don't pay your tax and hardware enough, but Lily got ambitious after a while. Started stealing neuromods, fabrication plans, selling them to TranStar rivals. Yeah, sit on that for a sec, Mr. Yu. Chasma's got our IP now. Lily made me modify some of the old alarm panels around Talos so we could use them as dead drops. I'm certain a few of them still have company property. 3 taps of the wrench will pop it open. Anyway, I just wanted to say, I never meant for things to get out of hand. It just took on a life of its own. But I'd like to make it right, any way I can. That's all.
Alien detected. Scanning target Typhon material inconclusive. Logging calibration request.
Hello? Is someone... I'm in the escape pod with Emanuela de Silva. We're stuck in the launch tube. The hatch on the outside is supposed to blow when the pod launch initiates, but... I guess the bolt's misfired. Could you help us out? You'd have to EVA to get the hatch off from the outside. I know it's a lot to ask. I don't know what else to do. Sit here and starve, I guess. There's an override switch behind the panel to force a pod launch. But don't hit that until the outside hatch is off. We'd be blown to bits. Mayor, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Send an operator.
That's what I'm doing, Niels. It's not responding. None of them are. Shit.
Was it those things? Did they shut the air off?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter though, right? I mean, it should be hours before we run out.
No, Niels. The system is working in reverse. It's pulling oxygen out of the air. We've got 10 minutes. Tops.
What? But...
Frank, you in there, man? What's wrong with these pods?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? It's your job to know, damn it. You inspected them, right?
Yes.
Then why the hell is the launch sequence doing jack shit?
I don't know, Drew. I'm sorry.
What about your pod? Open up!
I can't do that.
What are you talking about?
Bolts in the outside hatch misfired. We're stuck in the launch tube.
Ugh! You didn't wait for anyone else, you son of a bitch! I hope you starve to death in there!
Deploying. Checking for updates. Servers offline. Scanning targets. Typhid material inconclusive. Lost calibration request.
Green light on Sierra Delta.
Alien. N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of altitude. Detected. Requesting new operator. N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of altitude.